Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So what are we going to learn today? Something more about Power Query. We will use it in different practical cases where we will merge different sheets and use it as an alternative to Vlookup. Vlookup is good, I don't say it is bad, but we will do that thing through Power Query and it will be amazing. Follow along the entire video to learn the step-by-step tutorial that I have made for you, and you will be amazed how powerful Power Query is. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. Hello everyone, I welcome you all once again, and today we are going to learn how one feature of Power Query is many times powerful than using Vlookup. In Vlookup, we normally give reference to one table and search that data in second table. But in case there is data excess in second table, it is difficult to find. So what we are going to practice today are different variations of Vlookup possible scenarios and see how Power Query solves many such issues where Vlookup has limitations. So here we have two files, diagnosis and payment. So we open up the diagnosis file and we also open up the payment file, and we can see that what is there in the diagnosis file is patient ID, first name, last name, email ID, date, and what diagnosis they have taken. In the payment file, there is patient ID, date, diagnosis, payment status, and whether the receipt was generated or not. Now, simple, we want that all the data should be in one table so that we can know that when one patient is coming, whether the payment has been done and whether the receipt has been generated, right? So in normal cases, what we will do is use here Vlookup equal to Vlookup, and from patient ID, we can very easily search here, right? And we want the payment status, so comma 4 comma 0, and whether it is paid or not we can come to know very easily. Similarly, again for the receipt status, once again we have to pass the Vlookup. So this way we have to keep passing for each and everything that we want. Moreover, if there is one more entry here in the payment column, right? Suppose I have someone who has 111 ID which is not in the diagnosis column. So this is impossible to search through Vlookup and there may be errors. So first case I will show you normal merging, and in the second case I will show you how this type of error can be easily detected through Power Query. Plus, no matter how many columns we need, maybe we need payment status, receipt generated, and maybe there were 3 or 4 or 5 more columns, all of them will come at once. Okay, so we will delete the columns. What is very simple is that we will simply go to Power Query and do the things. So I have opened up a new sheet where we will do the Power Query stuff. Data, get data from file. In this case, I do not want from folder because the data will not update in different workbooks. The data might update in a different sheet in the same workbook. So I will use from Excel workbook. And what is important here is that we are going to merge two different files. So we will have to create two different queries. So in one instance only, I will show you how we can create multiple queries. So from Excel workbook, and I will select diagnosis first, and there is no need of any manipulations or anything. Directly we will choose sheet 1, and we can see that every data has come very beautifully, transform data. Okay, so we will name this sheet diagnosis so that there is no confusion. Diagnosis, since we have to merge multiple sheets. Now very carefully please look how we can add queries. Okay, so we go to home and then here new source, and there from file again I will choose Excel workbook because I want to link the payment file to this query. So we are doing a second query in the same workbook. Okay, so here again I will choose sheet 1 and we can see all the payment data has come. Okay, so this diagnosis is running differently, and now we will see that sheet 1 we will rename it to payment so that we can identify it easily, and this is different. Okay, so payment is different, diagnosis is different. Now what we have to do is on the basis of patient ID we will merge the columns. Okay, so very simple. I will, for the sake of simplicity, merge it as new query. You can also merge it in the old queries also. Okay, so what we will do is very simple. Go to home and merge query. So in the drop down we have two options. Either I can merge in the same query. In this way I will get two queries, but safe side I will do merge query as new query. So you will see here a third query will come up, right? So now since we have renamed the table, it is easy for us to identify. In the diagnosis column we want patient ID, and similarly in the payment column we want patient ID. On this basis we want to merge. For now the data contains exact same patient ID, so there is no difference. Okay, so here you will choose join kind, left, right, full, inner, left, empty, right, empty. So I will briefly explain. Left outer, all from first matching from second. That means in the first table which you select, every data should be there, and second table may or may not contain, but the first table data should be there. Second is that all from second matching from first. There may be extra data in the second, and you have to bring only those that are matching from the first. Similarly, full outer is there, all rows from both, and inner only matching rows, right? So in this case, since all are matching, we can choose any of them, not an issue. Left outer. Okay, so simple. What I have done is merge query. In the first table I have chosen one unit ID, I have chosen patient ID. In the second table I have again choose patient ID. On the basis of this there will be a merge. Okay, and we will see that there is a new query, so we can write it as final, not an issue. So now when we open the query, don't get confused, there are different queries, so we want to work on the final. Okay, so let's see what we have got. Patient, first name, last name, email, date, diagnosis, exactly same. After diagnosis you can see there is a payment table. Why payment table? Because we have merged the payment with diagnosis, so payment entire table has come. If we click on the right side last part, you can always see what it contains, right? The payment table contained patient ID, date, diagnosis, payment status, and receipt generated. Right now we have seen that all the tables are there, but we do not want everything. So whichever columns we want, we will click here in this specific arrow, and instead of select all, we will choose only those columns that we want. We want payment status and receipt generated, and okay, and you will see that within seconds payment status and receipt generated column have come. That's it, our job is done. We will simply close and load, and you will see that beautifully this has come. Till now there was no much difference, and you will say that Vlookup is faster, but first thing again I will say that two columns we have done at one go. So when there are 3, 4, 5 columns, you have to pass Vlookup many times, but here you have to pass only one time. The second benefit that I am going to show is that when we have extra things in the second table which is impossible to detect through Vlookup, Vlookup looks the data in the first table and matches with the second. If there is extra data in the second table, then there may be chances of errors, but Vlookup is not going to detect it. So how we can do it with Power Query? So purposefully I will add some data in the payment table and not in the diagnosis table. Okay, so this is the payment table, and purposefully I will add one more data, maybe with 111 and maybe with 112. Okay, and maybe diabetes, does not matter. We are just looking for depression. We are not looking for depression, we are looking for just random data. Okay, so now that payment table has been updated, okay, closing it, and what you know is that we have done left join, which means it is looking for matching rows. So little bit we will edit the query. Okay, you go to query and edit the query. What we will do is we will go back and in the final expanded payment, and also we will delete this because we need a different kind of join, so that every record from first table, every record from second table should come, so that extra record in the second table becomes visible to us. So we will cancel this and we will do a fresh merge, delete. Okay, So for a time being, we will refresh our data, and diagnosis also we will refresh, so that whatever changes we have done, this 111 and 112 is there, but in diagnosis you can see 110 is the last. So we will merge new query, and very simple, only single difference is that diagnosis I will choose patient, and payment also I will choose patient, but here I will choose full outer, all rows from both, and okay. So what change you will see is very simple change. Again, at last, in the merge one, we can rename it to final, or it is easy to recognize, not an issue. So here once again I will choose this button, and instead of select all, I just want payment and receipt status, okay, and I will close and load here only. So you will see that now everything was matching, but here you can see two extra data for which patient ID and everything in the diagnosis table, the data was missing. So you can track easily if there is extra data in the second table. Again I am repeating, which is not possible through Vlookup. So third and most important thing is that now when there is an update in the data, so purposefully we will add some records in both diagnosis and payment. You can see I am adding some data in the diagnosis table. Similarly, I have made some extra data also for the payment table, and we will drop these two records, and this no yes, maybe we can just repeat, not an issue. So now when our data is updated in both the payment table and the diagnosis table, what is an amazing thing is that you don't have to do the working again. In case of VLOOKUP, again you have to pass the formulas and everything multiple times. Here you just right click and refresh, and you can see that updated data has come very beautifully. So this way, Power Query automation is the need of the hour for your working, because it can really save you a lot of time and efforts when there is update in data. Traditionally we have learned to use VLOOKUP, pivot table, all this, but Excel is now upgrading itself. So working with the new things can really help you, and when there is specially automation, why to work again and again on repetitive tasks? That's all for this video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel for learning automations and AI in our everyday work, where we can reduce our work time and increase our efficiency. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite part today, or any other part which you want me to make a video. Most welcome, I will try to make a video on that. See you in the next video.